Hello everyone, it's me, VoidedBattery, and today I'll be showing you a special thing that you can do on your computer. Sometimes when you watch YouTube, you can find videos that are really high quality, like this one right here. If you look closely enough, you can see that there's little pixels. You can see the sharpness of the pixels, no blurring, nothing. Extra high quality. If you want to download a video like this, you can go on a website like notube.net or savethevideo.com, whatever YouTube downloading website you can have. But the problem with those websites is sometimes they can throw a malicious ad your way, and if you're not careful, you might accidentally download something you might regret later. And in addition to malware, you also have the fact that they don't really download your videos in the highest quality possible. So you won't be able to see the sharp images. Sometimes you won't be able to get the best audio. Whatever they say right here.
The one who wanted to do it, because we got to know when it's coming out.
This could be a voice line. This could be music. The downloading website might compress it a little bit, and it'll go from 2160p 4K to 144p, and it'll look something like this. To me, at least. You might be fine with a downloading website, but I'm not. So I decided to mess with this little thing called yt-dlp, which is a little application that you can use to download videos like these and many more. But it's really complicated, and you're going to need to use command prompt, and it's very messy. The terminology is very messy, and not everyone's going to be able to use it. So I decided to make my own script with a little bit of help from ChatGPT because I'm not experienced in batch coding. And I'm going to show you the scripts that I have, and I'm going to show you how you can use it. So firstly, what you're going to need is this d-batchin.zip. You can download it in a link in the description. All of your resources will be provided there. You're going to need yt-dlp, and you're going to need ffmpeg. You can get yt-dlp by searching it up right here. You can go to GitHub, yt-dlp. There's a little link up there. And if you scroll down, click download, Windows x64. You'll have yt-dlp.exe downloaded to your computer. No virus, because, no indicator. Now you're going to need ffmpeg. So look up ffmpeg on Google. Click this first link right here. Click download. Now click Windows. Flipcoin, Gyan.dev. ffmpeg-get-full.7z. You're going to be a little confused when you're downloading this because, you're downloading a .7z file and, well, not a .zip file. I recommend using WinRAR, so WINRAR. That way you can be able to extract the bundle, like .7z, .rar, .zip. Really convenient. So while everything is downloading, I might talk about this a little more. Probably not. We're halfway done anyway, so let's start downloading. Let's start extracting. So what we have right here, we have a couple images right here. But what we have right here is we have yt-dlp.exe, and then we have our ffmpeg.7z that's currently being unloaded right now. Eventually, we're going to be dragging them over here, and we're going to be unloading them in a little sandbox right here. So Let's start off by making a little folder to prepare for our stuff. So, d-batchin test. Let's download our ffmpeg. Let's get our yt-dlp. Now we have everything we need in a folder, in our needed folder right here. So first, let's unzip ffmpeg. Let's put this back right here. Now we have ffmpeg. We have our little folder right here, and it's not. We don't have it. We're not supposed to have it like this just yet. So let's go in and take. We're supposed to get these three files. We're not supposed to leave this here. We're supposed to get only these three things. So ffmpeg, ffplay, ffprobe. Let's move this out to d-batchin test. We can move this, so we can delete this now because we have our needed three files. And finally, we're going to extract the one that I made, d-batchin.zip, which is pretty small. What you're going to get is d-batchin.bat, dlp. This is either going to be a .bat or a .text, depending on how you download this, but for the sake of this video, I'm gonna pretend that this is a .text, because I'm not sure. It's something security issue, something whatever. And then you have the dlp icon.ico, which is cool. We're going to be using that later, and then finish.ogg. This is a sound that's going to play when it's a sound that's going to play whenever this little script here decides to finish up its little job. These are just little side things. We'll get to these later. So first, we're going to turn this into a little application that you can use to put in the little taskbar right here. If you don't want to put it in your taskbar, just go straight to .bat, and you'll be able to use this whenever. But right now we're going to turn this into an application right here. So we're going to turn this into a .exe. We're going to right-click this, and we're going to pin this to the taskbar. So click this option right here. So now you have a shortcut that directs to d-batchin.exe, but we want to point this to d-batchin.bat. So we're going to change this right here, d-batchin.bat, right-click the shortcut, right-click the application, click on properties. Now let's change this .exe to a .bat. Now we're going to change the icon because this little thing is ugly. A little panel. Click OK. And let's get browsing. Let's navigate to our little folder and click on dlp icon.ico. And we should have this right here. In a moment, it's going to refresh. So you can wait a little bit. Now we have an application. Now we have a little shortcut that directs ourselves to d-batchin.bat right here. So let's get this opened. You're going to have about 6 folders brought up right here. You don't need to worry about these because they're just there to store variables because I'm kind of inexperienced in batch coding. That's all I could do at the moment. Now we have d-batchin, and now I'm going to show you how each function works. Firstly, you can get links. I'm going to show you each one from bottom to top. I'm going to jump around a little bit. So first, we're going to go to option 0, get links. What this does is it gets every single video link from a playlist or account. You can use this to, typo. So for example, if we wanted to download every single video from this account right here, but you're too lazy. If you wanted to download everything from this account right here, for example, but you're lazy and you don't want to bother clicking on every single video and copying down a link, you can just copy this link right here, open this up, copy and paste it in here, click enter, and wait patiently. What's happening right now is d-batchin, which is right over here. It's working to go on this website right here and fetch every single link that you want. Sometimes it might take a long time because some accounts are bigger than others. There's a little sound that played. That's finish.ogg. Now we have our links right here, all the way to the back of time. This one's 798 lines long, so you are going to have to click on 798 different links, some of them which doesn't work because these are videos and some of them are photos, obviously. You can convert a file with an FFmpeg because sometimes when you download a video, you're not going to get what you want. I'll show you that later. Debug. This is under option 8 command mode. It just brings you to the regular command prompt. So if you just like type in yt-dlp and then you type in a little link right here, it'll download your video automatically. So if you want to fix things manually, that's how you can do it. To return, you just click it, you just type in d-batchin because that's the file name of this little thing right here. Open DLP directory. If you ever get lost and you don't know where this folder is while you're operating with your little application thing right here, you can click 7 and it'll open up this folder right up for you. DLP executable is where you can change this a little bit by updating it. So this is the version that we just downloaded right now, obviously, but right now we're on the stable build. So if we want to change a channel, if we want to change ourselves from a stable channel to a more recent channel, we can do that right now by clicking no, switch channel. Self-explanatory, so let's change this to nightly. We have download logs. Each time you download a video, it's going to print stuff out right here. Presets, we'll get to that later. Custom download, preset download, quick download. Let's go ahead and do our first download. So let's copy this link right here. We can go to quick download, but right now we're just going to use the custom download because there's a lot of stuff that's going on. Choose download compatibility. So if you choose one raw, it's going to download the highest quality that you have right here, but you're not going to have the video that you want. Or no. If you download raw, you're going to download the highest quality video, but you might not be able to edit it in a video editor. And sometimes it might not even play on a media player, so you might need to download VLC to play it.
You can download editable, which guarantees that you'll have a video downloaded as a .mp4 file and not a .webm or whatever you have up here. But the problem here is that you won't have the highest quality that you can download. But for the sake of this video, we're going to download a raw video. Or we're going to download a raw files. We're going to download the raw files. Now we have the raw download type, so we can download audio and we can download video. If you have the editable option enabled, when you download audio, you're going to get a .wav file. Right now, we're going to download just a video for now. Raw to compatible conversion method. This just converts the raw video to a usable .mp4 file when you're done. But if you're impatient, you can click down no conversion. Let's go for the extra download gimmicks for now. So clear console after each download. You can use this to save performance when you're downloading multiple videos. So let's click on no for now because, you know, fancy stuff, why not? But if you want to save performance when you're downloading, say, 10,000 videos, for example, and this is a literal case. Some people might really want to download 10,000 videos, but if you really want to go on a long haul, you can choose this option to make the downloading a tad bit faster, because having a lot of text on one window is kind of hinders it a little bit. Pause between downloads. That means that after each download, you would have to click an enter key. You can use this if you want to check your downloads as they're going on, but if you want to run this on idle, I would suggest putting down no. Download extras. This is extra information like, subtitles, description, captions. I'm not sure what this actually downloads, but you can test this when you download it for yourself. Choose your directory. For now, we're going to choose the main directory. This is my downloads folder right here. So when we're going to download BFDI is back, we're going to have a little video that's implanted right here. What will we download? We're going to download a single link for now, because we're just downloading a video. Let's put in our link. Right now, the video is being downloaded to the little engine in here. So culture medium, this is where it's going to be downloaded. You might not see it, you might not, or something like that. But everything's going to happen in here, and the final product is going to be moved to this little location right here. It's going to take a while because it's a 4K video. There we go. Now we can watch this in 4K.
To be back.
Look at that. Sharp pixels, everything. Voila. Now if we go to presets, you can change a couple things. So let's see, adjustable presets, quick download. That means that when you go to quick download, it's not going to ask you a bunch of questions, but it's going to answer a couple questions for you. It's going to assume that it's like asking for your usual if you go into a coffee shop. I'm not sure if people actually do that nowadays, but it's a little bit like that. Quick download, let's adjust that real quick. So we can set this to our most recent preset, and by that, it means the most recent set of questions that we just answered earlier. So if we set the quick download option to number 1, next time once we choose the quick download option, it's just going to ask us for a link. And if we put in the BFDI is back video, it's going to put down the same file right here. It's not going to change things up a little bit. It's just going to do that. This one's weird. Because this one's saying that you shouldn't change it at all. Because quick download is really just building off the quick save preset. Number 3 default preset. If you set this to number 3, it's going to change it back to whatever you had when you first downloaded this. Custom preset is going to set this to a preset that you saved earlier, but we haven't saved it to a preset at all yet. So we're going to do that real quick. Okay, I did not look this through. Apparently, quick save. Oh! The quick download is not the same thing as your quick save download. Apparently, the quick save download is just... The quick save preset is pretty much just like a temporary storage. It's a little useless though, because you already have custom presets that you can use. So let's get our first custom preset right here. So save most recent configuration as custom. So that's the option that we use to download a raw video right here. Let's give it a name. So this is the raw. So now once we have our super raw preset, we can read it. We can take a look at what it wants for each download. So let's read a custom preset right here. So super raw. It displays information right here. Quick save, it works similarly to custom presets, but instead of allowing you to name things, it sort of acts as a temporary storage for you to put things in whenever you want. It's temporary storage because I don't know what I was thinking when I made this. I probably could have left this out while I was making this, but this is just there if you want to mess around with it or whatever. You can feel free to experiment. I changed main download directory. If you don't want this to go into your downloads folder, but instead go into like a little folder for like specific YouTube downloads, you can do that. It'll open up a folder for you. Earlier today, while we were downloading, there's an option to download multiple links. Let's try that right now. So it's going to display a couple instructions. Let's open this up right now. And this is our queue. So we can put in as many links as we want. So let's just take a couple from right here. Let's take like 15. Let's put them in right here. They're all going to be downloaded to the downloads folder. They're all going to be downloaded right here. This is useful if you don't want to download a single one on repeat all the time. So you can basically mass download. If you want to download, so you can pretty much mass download all the videos you want. For some people, you might want to download like a crap ton of links, and you don't want to, go through multiple batches at once. And sometimes you might want to go through multiple batches at once and go through one continuous run. So if you want to do that, you can add a plus sign. And this is going to say, d-batchin, put down a folder called OFI, and then download everything from. And then for every link down below here, you put it in here instead of in the downloads folder. It's going to create a subfolder for you.
If you want to make a second subfolder, Faye, you can do that. So everything below, so everything up here will be downloaded to this main folder. Putting a plus here will make a subfolder here, and putting an Faye will make a different subfolder and download there. So let's see it in action. So right now we downloaded our first video. We're moving on to our second one. Now we have our little folder right here. It's downloading in there. Look at that. Woo! Awesome! Random fact, if you want to download a TikTok video, it's probably going to take you about 6 seconds. More or less. You can also make multiple clones of d-batchin, so you can run some of these in parallel. Also, at the end of a download spree, so when you're downloading multiple links, at the end of this download spree, it's going to show you a list of errors. So if you accidentally put down a link that you shouldn't put down, or something goes wrong because a video got subducted into the mantle or something, it'll let you know what didn't happen. What didn't go on. I'm going to show you this later because we still have quite a couple videos to go through. Probably shouldn't have downloaded 15 videos for a short showcase video, but whatever. Almost done. Just going to show you your errors. Obviously, because we used a little link scraper today, none of the videos got subducted into the TikTok mantle, and the only errors that we see are those in our little subfolders right here. We just have our subfolders because, organization and stuff. And it looks pretty good so far. Nothing happened. All of these notepad links generated by d-batchin, they're temporary, by the way. They're stored inside of the d-batchin folder, so you don't need to worry about them. We have our download logs right here, so if we go to our d-batchin and we check one of the logs, we'll see this right here. It has your link, the file name, and the day that you downloaded it. Let's move this link real quick. So if we go to download logs, if we go to, let's see, download logs right here. So let's refresh. Oh, you have to wait a day or two to refresh it, but it will rename this file to, log date 1 to date 2. It helps you keep track of, when you downloaded things, but some people might want to keep it in one log permanently. Some people might want to move it. You do you. So now we have our home preset download, we have our custom download, quick download. You can just feed a link in here, you can feed a single link in here. The default preset doesn't exist. I coded something up wrong. You can just set it. You can just change it. Let's see. Let's go to preset download. Let's go to presets. Quick download. Let's set this as super. Quick download will just have you put in a link. Nice and convenient. Went through here. We went through here, 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 here. Convert file with FFmpeg. If you have a video like right here, if you want to change this to an editable, we can do this right here. Convert this right here. This is gonna take us a long time. I forgot. Never mind. Let's do a different video. So, hey Cortana. Let's use that instead. Nice and convenient. Nice and convenient. Let's just delete BFDI is back because obviously it's not needed anymore. But it's gonna make you an editable video. So there's that.